Praise be Jesus Christ. Welcome to the Guiding Light. It is a great joy to come into your homes and share the Word of God with you. Today, we are going to reflect on the joy of giving by reflecting on the words of Jesus on Acts chapter 20, verse 35. It is more blessed to give than to receive. One of the greatest Hollywood actresses, Katharine Hepburn, was possibly the only person who won the Oscar award 4 times. Apart from being nominated dozen times, but never was present in the grand ceremony to receive it. She had a strong belief that the affection and the love of the people who enjoyed her acting and cinema was the greatest reward for her. Katharine Hepburn was from a middle-class family with a modest upbringing, but her parents instilled strong values in their growing up days. One such incident was narrated by herself later. In her own words, I am going to read it. Once, when I was a teenager, my father and I were standing in line to buy tickets for the circus. Finally, there was only one other family between us and the ticket counter. This family made a big impression on me. There were 8 children, all probably under the age of 12. The way they dressed, you could tell they didn't have a lot of money, but their clothes were neat and clean. The children were all well behaved, all of them standing in line, 2 by 2 behind their parents, holding hands. They were excitedly jabbering about the clowns, animals, and all the acts they would be seeing that night. By their excitement, you could sense they had never been to the circus before. It would be a highlight of their lives. The father and mother were at the head of the pack, standing proud as could be. The mother was holding her husband's hand, looking up at him as if to say, "You are my knight shining in armor." He was smiling and enjoying seeing his family happy. The ticket lady asked the man how many tickets he wanted. He proudly responded, "I would like to buy 8 children's tickets and 2 adults' tickets so I can take my family to the circus." The ticket lady stated the price. The man's wife let go of his hand. Her head dropped. The man's lip began to quiver. Then he leaned a little closer and asked, "How much did you say?" The ticket lady again stated the price. The man didn't have enough money. How was he supposed to turn and tell his 8 kids that he didn't have enough money to take them to the circus? Seeing what was going on, my dad reached into his pocket, pulled out a $20 bill, and then dropped it on the ground. And in parenthesis, she wrote, "We were not wealthy in any sense of the word." My father bent down, picked up the $20 bill, tapped the man on the shoulder and said, "Excuse me, sir, this fell out of your pocket." The man understood what was going on. He wasn't begging for a handout, but certainly appreciated the help in a desperate, heartbreaking, and embarrassing situation. He looked straight into my dad's eyes, took my dad's hand in both of his, squeezed tightly onto the $20 bill, and with his lip quivering and a tear streaming down his cheek, he replied, thank you, sir. This really means a lot to me and my family. My father and I went back to our car and drove home. The $20 bill that my dad gave this away is what we were going to buy our own tickets with. Although we didn't get to see the circus that night, we both felt a joy inside us that was far greater than seeing the circus could ever provide. What a wonderful story she shared. Dear friends, if we want to be larger than life, learn to give. Love has nothing to do with what you are expecting to get. It is only connected with what you are willing to give, which is everything. As always, as usual, always remember there is power in God's word because it is spirit and life. Dear friends, if you benefited from this video, please subscribe and share and spread God's word. Please remember me in your prayers. You and your loved ones are always in my prayers. Thank you and God bless you.